What's up, y'all? It's Night Terror. I just wanted to talk about this game quickly. This game receives a lot of hate that it does not deserve. And uh, first off, let me tell you how boring my weekend was. So basically, my area got snowed in, and everybody was stuck at home. And but on top of that, I lost my internet connection. I lost my internet connection for more than the weekend. It's Thursday now, and I just got my internet back today. And so I was out for most of the week, and most of my gaming that I do is Apex to say the least, but on top of that, it's just mostly multiplayer. I only play first person shooters or fighting games, and uh, all my friends that I talk to are online. I didn't realize how heavily reliant I am on the internet until it was gone because I also realized I don't have any forms of media offline. All of my shows, movies, and music are also on either Netflix, Disney, Spotify, or YouTube. So I was bored out of my mind. And on top of that, we were in lockdown here, so this was one of the boringest weekends I've ever had in my life. And then what saved me from my boredom was I was able to get to my local store during appropriate shopping times and was able to pick up a copy of Cyberpunk 2077. And I got it for a good price. And I must say, this game receives a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate in the form of jokes, and they're just jokes and whatever, and memes and stuff, but everybody has this opinion that this game is trash and it's not worth a try, and I must say that is absolutely not true. This game was highly ambitious, and I feel sorry for the developers of it because they were definitely, if anybody remembers, CD Project Red, they were developing this game during the height of the pandemic, and that's when a lot of the workplace conditions changed for a lot of big companies, and they were still tasked with meeting their deadlines in time, so it must have been hard for them, but they were highly ambitious, and it shows in the game. The game's still very immersive. The game still has like a very beautiful open world and a lot to discover, a lot to like small details to like mess around with, even your inventory and stuff, and there's so much in this game to experience. Um, One thing I was actually really impressed with this game was the gunfighting. I was going into this game thinking that it was going to be more of a futuristic kind of fast-paced action type of gunfighting. The the pacing is different, but the gunfighting is surprisingly really gritty. It's actually very realistic, and you're heavily reliant on cover. It's almost the type of fighting I would expect in like a noir-esque type game, like a detective type of game kind of thing, or like a gritty crime fighting game. But yeah, and um, so like if you are like passing by on this game just based on the memes and the videos, you are doing yourself a, a big injustice because this game, like honestly, if you can get a good copy of it for like a good price, because it doesn't sell for much now, anyways, definitely give it a try. If you are a fan of per se of Keanu Reeves, for example, you would be really satisfied with his voice acting, and the character that he plays, Johnny Silverhand, is actually really good in this. And just the immersive world and like to experience all like the different characters and the gangs and the narrative of this game is so compelling, and it's well like driven, like, and makes you want to play more. I'm not even finished the game. I'm actually going to go back and continue it. Another thing too is I actually haven't played this game yet with the update patch. I heard the update patch fixes a lot of the bugs, so I have not experienced that yet. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there's no bugs in the game. There is a lot, and a lot of them are actually really funny too, and I've included them in this clip. There was one part where the police walk up to the car and nobody says a thing, and we're just sitting there looking around for a while, and you have to reload the game and load back to the spot to get the cutscene there. And then there's another part where a guy just jumps on the car, and the sprite, and he had like two swords, or I think there were blades coming from his hands, but the sprite was not animating. So there was a guy just basically standing on the car doing nothing. So yeah, the game is really buggy, but it's not complete trash. Well, that's a terrible review, but it definitely deserves a try. There's good action, there's a good story, and a good open world to explore, and don't pass this game up just based on the opinions on the internet or the memes and stuff. So definitely give this game a try, and that's my review.
Not bad! Not bad!
Here I'm just showing some of the surrounding environments. The interiors of buildings are very well done. You're gonna see the people like load in after, so like that's like one of the bugs. And I haven't tried this game yet with the fix, so I might even do a video again after that. But I'm gonna try that actually tonight. But I hope that fixes a lot. Here you can see how heavily reliant on the cover the gunfighting is. The gunfighting is really satisfying. It's nothing like Apex or anything, but it's refreshing to try something different. Something very grounded, very like down to earth gunplay style. You're kind of gonna be like bracing a table for like for your life basically. The time to K, the TTK in this is fast. If you like open a door, you actually like back up first because you don't want to like take any fire. It's pretty much surprisingly like realistic.
But there are fates worse than death.
I didn't want him to die.
なぜこのようなことを
Why did you do this?
To bring an end to the madness you wreak.
人は嘘をつき自分自身を欺くだが死者は違う死者は雄弁だが彼らは決して嘘をつかない死者の言葉には
Character design was amazing. I think it was pretty cool how multilingual the game is too. Here is the part I'm trying not to delve into like spoilers. So like there's parts like this that are like almost like a trip out part, which is always good to see in like single player games. I'm actually wondering, since I got my connection back today, that if I should actually, because I'm not very far into the game, if I should actually delete my current save file and try the game again, basically from the beginning with the new patch, because I heard the patch fixes a lot. Mind you, again, I don't actually know how much the patch fixes, but I heard it's like the difference is like night and day. But we get to see. There was a lot of points in this game where it's like the would like just close, and then I'd have to reload from the same place. But it does have a checkpoint save, so I wasn't like losing any part of the story. And here's the part I was talking about. Yeah, he just jumps on the car like that. That's it. And that's like, I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to be animated like that. The dreaded hood ornament. The guy's like, he's not even phased by the shots. Oh, and you'd have these like parts of the scenes where it's like like a motorcycle would crash, but there was no sound effect for it. But like, it was like a blatant crash, like right in front of you. Or there, the silence. Like, it's that's not the selling point of the game where it's like oh, I'm not gonna try it because of that. Like, no, the game has a lot going for it, and like I said, you should definitely give it a try.